Could this be the time when we start to rock it? Again, you guys are currently seeing Dogelon Mars at 6 zeros, 1093. I repeat, you guys are looking at coin market cap. Dogelon Mars is at 6 zeros, 1093. They gave you your chance to accumulate. And what you guys just don't understand, how come we have not touched 7 zeros yet? Something major is about to happen. I'm telling you guys see how long the base is. The bigger the base, the higher we go in space. And this is going over a lot of people's heads. Countries are accumulating. Billionaires are accumulating. What was it? Uh, Someone went and bought 2 trillion tokens of Dogelon Mars. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. As you see here, Earthlings understand regional currency. In some places on this planet, a certain currency may not be accepted. This is also true of the galaxy. For instance, Martians will only accept one currency, which is Elon. If you don't believe me, just ask a time traveler. Again, this is going over a lot of people's heads, but this is what I have found out. Now, again, you guys know that, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just drop you some facts and, I look into things. But again, I really do feel something happening this week. And I'm not talking about listings or whatnot, anything. I don't have the key, I don't have the answer. But do you guys feel this tight squeeze that has been upon us for the past month, for the past week? Now, check this guy out right here. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but Bruce Awat, all right? He is a head dev at KRGDIT. And you see here, this coin is the real replacement for the US dollar. I'm telling you. Now, I'm not saying that this can be the US dollar. I'm just I just went back to the future in 2021. This is in May. And then he says, along with Kishu Inu. Why is that? But then it gets more spicier. Shout out to Crypto Dominance for sending me this post. But I don't think he had noticed this. I don't think a lot of people noticed this. But in a lot of my videos, recent videos, I have been stating $10 Dogelon Mars. People are looking at me crazy right now. $10. Then this guy right here, he is a senior pricing analyst technician. And he says this. I don't think we could translate this, but he says, holding lots of them. Hope they reach $10 by June 13th. Thanks, buddy. And again, this is May 29, 2021. Now, why would he even say Dogelon Mars can reach $10? $10. We'll click on him. As you guys see right here, and you guys see Joe Wilson, uh, they have that gray mark right there. We'll go back, scroll up some. We'll click on him. He's the head dev of this place right here. He joined in 2011. 2011, family. $10, Dogelon Mars. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. We can be expecting a major surge like nothing before. Shout out to Crypto Diamond Eyes. He posted this November 12th, 2023, and we'll play it.
Before you're really right on your way to success, you sound a little crazy, and people don't really understand your way of thinking. But that's part of the journey. That's how it works. And these are the prices that you're gonna see for Dogelon Mars. Mark my words. Before you're really
So again, before we played the video, but this is a tweet from Dogelon Mars. Dogelon Mars said in October, 1 moon, 2 moons, crypto.com, Mars soon. That's 2 zeros. That's 2 zeros. The amount of pressure that is happening in the markets, the amount of pressure that the world is feeling right now is pressure. But pressure builds diamonds. And I know most of you guys have diamond hands. As you see here, U.S. White House Crypto Executive Director Bo Hines releases the Bitcoin bulls. Let's hear him out.
Report and really just doing what they can to help this industry. You know, this is an industry that's been beaten down and kicked down over the course of the last decade and a half, more specifically under the Biden regime. All the blue tape that they had to fight through, the headwinds that they were pushing through just to innovate here in the United States is quite remarkable. You know, the president created this working group on digital assets in which I'm the executive director, and he tasked us with working across relevant agencies to produce a list of comprehensive regulations and reforms and recommendations that would create a clean and robust framework so industry knows what the rules of the road are. You know, this is no longer policy making through prosecution. We're creating an environment that will allow for these innovators to thrive and build here in the United States.
So can you give us more specifics about what this is going to look like and what these recommendations are?
Sure. So, you know, we've looked at this in really 3 phases. We've had the demolition phase, removing a lot of the blue tape that existed, eradicating Operation Choke Point 2.0, which was a real thing under the Biden regime. What this was basically for your viewers was an attempt to prevent digital asset firms from interacting with traditional financial institutional players. And so what we've done is we've removed a lot of that blue tape that existed there, those overburdensome regulations. Then we work on construction, which construction here is a stable coin framework, which we've actually had signed into law in this past week with the Genius Act. You know, this is basically a digital dollar. It updates the archaic payment rails within our system. It creates more expeditious and transparent, more cost-effective transactions for the American people. And it also secures U.S. dollar global dominance for decades to come. But the other piece of legislation that we still have to work on is market structure. And we have clarity coming out of the House. You know, both of these bills received immense bipartisan support. So what you'll see in this report is we talk about the bones of market structure, everything that they got right in clarity, what we'd like to see the Senate chamber do and adopt as they push this second piece forward on the legislative agenda. Then we look at implementation. We're talking about tax reforms in this report. We're talking about how we protect consumers in this report. You know, this is over a 160-page document. It's quite robust, but, you know, we're really excited about it. And I just want to thank all the participants of the working group that contributed to this. Paul Atkins over at the SEC, Secretary Bessent, Secretary Lutnick, so many folks that have done so much to propel this industry forward and make sure that the United States is the leader in digital asset financial technology.
It's about to go stupid. It's about to go dumb. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a money shot straight to Mars. Shout out to Dogelon Mars Alley. We are going to Mars. Bulls, be ready. And this is what's been going on for the past couple of hours. Well, the past what, day or so? Dominus pointed that out. And then you see Base Hope posted this. Biggest bull run ever starting tomorrow. What could that mean? Please tell me what you guys think about that. And as you see here, Warren Buffett says it might be a good idea to own a lot of other currencies beside the US dollar. We hold tons of it. Y'all don't go nowhere. President Trump says the US will boom in 5 to 6 months. What you guys think and what do you guys believe? You guys think we will start booming in the next 5 or 6 months? Do you think that we'll start seeing a pressure or a way to ease up the pressure that been built up to let it explode some? You seen what Dogelon Mars posted last week, accelerate in the Tesla. You see Fitra, we're going to Mars. Bulls, be ready. Shout out to Steve. But I wanted to go ahead and do this right quick. Let's do this right quick. And you guys see here. Shout out to cryptocurrency whale, 55 billion. All right. Do you see what I see? Let me see if I can make the screen a little bit bigger so you guys can see it a lot more clearer. He says this, history repeats itself, but this time with an Elon flavor. Get ready. Elon is the next Doge coming soon. Stay tuned. And we click on it. This is Dogelon Mars / Tether Pair, Gate.io. And you see the neckline. They're saying this was the whale entry. This was the whale entry in 2025. Okay. Then we move over here. This is still July. This is July of 2018. And if you look here, they did the same whale entry in July. They did it over here in 2025 at what? 6 zeros, 2,500. 6 zeros, 2,500. Well, and look at this here. Now, again, fam, again, I'm just reading of what I see. And what you guys see right here, far beyond 2 cents, far beyond a penny. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you guys expect us to surpass these 5 zeros? Do you guys expect us to pass 3 zeros? I really do believe that we can surpass 5 zeros. I really do believe that we can pass 3 zeros. We hold a token that was not meant for everybody. It was not really meant for retail investors. It wasn't meant for you guys to even believe into this token, but the community has gotten so big They had to embrace us. This is why they don't care if, what people are saying on the outside. Oh, they haven't moved none. They haven't burned. They haven't did this. They're moving on their own time because they're very precise on their decision. So over here, this is in 2025. Over here is over here by 2020 and 2021. So he has the charts on the opposite direction, which don't really understand why he would do that. But we can be expecting a major breakout, fam. Let me know what you guys think. If this week doesn't fall through, and you guys are seeing the prices where we at right now, 1094. I can't say this is your last chance, because no matter what, if Dogelon Mars go to 1100, 1200, it's still cheap, but this is super cheap. We've been cheap for so long. Are you taking it for granted? Or are you accumulating as much as you can? Because these prices will never rebound to what you guys see. I believe we are at the bottom. Like how I'm in Florida, I'm in the bottom of the map. It's time to rise up, family. So once again, I appreciate you guys tapping in, locking in. Hey, this week, we're going to have to feel some momentum. Let's go.